Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret. Today we are doing one of the simplest techniques and the effect from it I think is awesome, especially when you're doing it in a round cake mould. Just drying off my jugs because I've just washed them. So we've got three colours. We've got fluorescent yellow, fluorescent orange and turquoise. They're the three colours we need for this step. Just making sure you can see. No, you can't. Move this along. Lift you up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this mixture evenly into three. And then we're going to put some white titanium dioxide in each jug, quite a lot, because I like a kind of pastel. That doesn't make sense when you're using fluorescence, but I love the lots of white mixed with the fluorescence. It just looks so nice. And we're going to try 1 heaped teaspoonful of each colour, and that should be all we need, because I like the turquoise rather pale, but I like the yellow and the orange vibrant, so they are fluorescent colours we've got going in here. The fluorescents tend to take a little bit more mixing in than most micas. They get lumps on the top, but you just keep whizzing around until all the lumps have disappeared. Then we've got our turquoise. Yellow. They look great together, these three colours. Now the other thing that is really important with this technique is that you use a very, very slow moving fragrance. Something like Love Spell or Black Raspberry and Vanilla. Fruity fragrances. It won't work if you use a fast moving fragrance. Trust me, I've tried and it don't work. So always test your fragrances first, because lots of different companies make Black Raspberry and Vanilla, lots of different companies make Love Spell, and all of them are different. Well, most of them are different. So, can you see better if I do that? I think you can. There we are. So we're just going to put some fragrance in here now. I'm putting 30 mils in each one. And just give that a blast. So I think it's what's known as a fake funnel pour. So I'm just going to give each one a stir to get rid of any bubbles and to make sure we don't get a glycerin swirl. Not that I've got any glycerin, but you can still get the what is known as glycerin swirls if you don't blend in everything well. To me it's about the mixing, but I think glycerin titanium dioxide does make those glycerin swirls. Not that I know, because I've never had. I have had a glycerin swirl. I have had that look, even though I didn't use glycerin, but it was just because I hadn't mixed it properly. So with this one, I start with the blue, and we're just gonna, right in the centre of the mould, doesn't have to be perfect centre, just pour a little bit of your blue, and then into the centre again, a little bit of orange, and we're just gonna keep going with this. A little bit of yellow until the mould is full. So back to the blue. Try not to get too carried away in pouring too much in at once, because your stripes won't be close together. When the container gets fuller, it'll be harder to see the different colours. It looks like it's just blending in together, but actually it's not. Just keep alternating arms because they're quite heavy, these jugs. You see, the more you pour in, the closer the lines get to each other. It's a little bit time consuming, but it is well worth it. I feel like I've gone wrong somewhere, but it doesn't matter. You could of course do it with a funnel, but I really don't think there's any need to. I've now got a washing machine in here, so that's what you can hear in the background. So you can see in the centre, it looks like it's all just mixing in together, but it's actually not. It's still making those lines, and the pressure of each is squashing those lines on the outside thinner and thinner and thinner. I just want to put a little bit of blue in because I'd like to save a bit for the end. And we're just going to let that set up now until it gets firm, and then we're going to pipe all around the outside, and then in the centre we're going to make some berries, not real berries that look real, just blobs of different colours, but not the colours that are in here. So I'm going to use what's left in here and pour them into my small mould, so I can make some minis with those. So you can see it makes a bit of a mess. It makes a lovely colour on your dishcloth. So that's it, we'll be back in a sec once they've hardened up. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do. I'd like to try and use these on here if I can, but if I can't, I'll just pour those into my little red moulds to make minis, and then I'll just make a bit extra to pipe around the outside and do the berries on the top. Okay, so we're back. The tops have hardened up now. And we'll start with this one. So this is where it gets a little bit more difficult. In fact, the next, not this step, but the step after can be a bit difficult because I'm going to use a few different colours, and colours obviously can make your soap batter go hard quicker. Different levels, as always. and I want to be able to pipe them all at the same time. But anyway, this one is we've just got a star tip pipe and nozzle on there, and we're just going to go around in a circle all the way around the outside. And then we'll do the same with the other one, and then we'll come back to pipe the fake berries into the centre. We just want a nice pretty blue border. Gosh, I'm just gonna have enough. There we are. And then we'll be back in a sec to split up what I've got left over to do the colours. So what we're going to do now, and I don't really like doing this bit because it doesn't work every time, but I wait until my batter is thickening up. It's got no colour, but it has got fragrance in. And then I'm going to split this into 3. So I'm going to put some in one jug and some in another jug. I really don't need very much of each at all. So I'm trying to divide it up equally, but it doesn't have to be perfect. And the reason I don't like doing it is because when you mix your colours in, one can go thicker than the other, and I want to pipe like different colours at different times and pile it up like a pile of berries on the top. So I think usually the worst is green. So I'm going to mix that one in last. I'm going to put some hot pink in. Some fluorescent yellow, and I'll mix those two before I proceed with the green. And this is that colour. I mean, I love the colour as it is, but it does change into a fluorescent, very vibrant fluorescent pink. And then this is your fluorescent yellow, which goes again, it's orange brown now, but it does actually turn bright vibrant greeny yellow. It's amazing. And then we'll put some green into this one. So this is a pigment that's going into this one, and that's why it gets thick quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my piping bag and I'm going to pop just 1 spoonful of the pink in. Then I'm going to pop a spoonful of the yellow in, and then a spoonful of the green. And I'm going to squeeze it down like this, down to the bottom. Now I'm hoping mostly the pink will come out first, then the yellow will come out, and then the green will come out. So just making sure you can see again. And I'll come in a bit closer. And I'm just going to put little blobs around in the centre. And I'm going to continue with that until I've got a pile of berries. And I'm just keep piping this until I see the next colour starting to poke through. See, it makes a lot of purple just with 1 spoonful. Well, it's pink. Right, I can see the yellow starting to come through now. I'll just check that you can see. No, you can't see both of them, can you? So I'm just going to continue piping. It's not really going to look different until we get the until we cut it. So all the colours just look like they're going to merge in together. Just keep going round, adding more colour into the bag. You might be able to see that the pink is starting to come through again. And even though the colours are coming out mixed, it still looks really pretty when it's cut. And I'm really lucky today because it is working how I want it to work. Just scraping every last little bit out of here because I want them fairly high, not too high but fairly high. Going to finish up with the green on top. And it might look a bit dirty and horrible right now, but I promise you'll love it. This is just one of those soaps I always dread making, just because of that part. The rest of it's easy, but you don't have to put that on the top. So there you go. A sprinkling of glitter to finish it off. Just nice white glitter on top. Looks lovely on the turquoise. So they will go on the shelf and I'll leave those to set overnight. It's about 4 in the afternoon now. I'll leave them to set overnight and then we'll come back to cut them. You can see the colours, that's what they look like at the moment, and just you wait and see how amazing they look tomorrow. So this is what the Raspberry Alaska looks like. And you can see how fabulously bright it is. The top, it's still not finished brightening up. It will continue over the next couple of days and it'll get much brighter than it is now. So we're going to cut this on our lovely cutter. And I just wondered if you prefer the camera down here or up here where I usually do it. Just let me know. But for this video it might be quite good just to see it from this angle, because I want you to see what the soap looks like when I cut into it. Go. Makes a great effect, doesn't it? Or is it boxes that need to go in my closet? Or just put them in the bedroom? That noise is my dryer. It's just finished its cycle. Don't think I like having the dryer and the washer in here. It's too noisy. Actually makes it not warm. how pretty is that? It's really, really clever technique actually.
Just run that blinking garage.
That's the dummy in the house. What, has he not done it?
It's just gone in now.
It's just gone in. Well, it shouldn't take that long, should it?
I don't know. I don't know what to do when they're prepping a car.
You can see the brightness of these colours is really starting to become more vibrant. You see right in the centre the pink is still purple. Well, that when it dries out it'll all be bright pink, and then you can see the lovely bright yellow works so nicely with the green. Oh no, it sounds like the spinner's gonna go now. So I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of stop there and see how the edge is raggy here. Well, I'll just slice it off and tidy it up. It makes all the difference. Just looks so much neater. And I do that with every single slice. I'll just show you those together and switch off before this spinner gets going. So I hope you like that. And we are going to make one in a loaf mould as well, so you can see the difference. It does come out very different if you do it in a loaf mould compared to a round mould. So we'll be doing that sometime over the next week, sooner rather than later. So come back for that one. And not sure what the next video is, but we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye for now.